Mm. Good morning. We're back in North Calocan City. How's everybody? John Maloney, SF, Kevin and Gemma. There's no battery in there. No wonder it's not turning on. Duh. If I remember correctly, Melanie had to take that battery out because she needed the GoPro yesterday. Mike Foodie, good morning. How's everybody? Let me see if I can get the YouTube open here. There we go. And reduce the size of this a little bit. There we go. How's everybody? Ooh, I've got some scabs peeling off there. Sorry. Polly Detmerds. Kevin and Gemma. Jim Schultz. Good morning. It helps if you have one. Kevin and Gemma. It helps if you have what? Oh, a good morning. Am I behind already in the chat? My God. There's Rory Thomas. You guys remember Rory? It's been a while. Rory's over in Cebu and been there for about a year now. Darren and Annalie. Good morning. Oh, battery. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'm catching up. Sorry. A battery. The leg is, it's okay. You know, the whole thing could have been a lot worse. I'm trying to remain grateful for that. The problem is I can't wear any shoe. I can't put a shoe on, so I don't know how long it's going to be before I can get a shoe on this right foot because of the wounds that are on the top of the foot. Sucks. Anyway. What's going on out there? Yeah. Kevin and Gemma, okay. Yeah. It's really, it's really more of a thing for kids, isn't it? I mean, Melanie is today, as we speak, she is wrapping Christmas gifts that we have for the kids in our family. We will be hosting. Well, we normally do host the we normally do host the Christmas party every year because we've got, the bigger house and we've got the entertainment area, the videoke room in the back. And oh, airsoft. Rory is yeah, that's pretty big in the US. Paint gunning is what started the whole thing. But I think the paint gunning's kind of, that's pretty cool, Rory. Airsoft. SF, yeah, Neosporin. I'm actually using a betadine solution a couple of times a day. And I think it's working because the scabs are peeling off on their own, or I'm scraping them in my sleep. Neosporin. Darren and Annalie, I hope I'm saying that right. Annalie will get to spend my first Christmas in the Philippines next year. Oh. Yeah, Mike Foodie, it's being laundered. Melanie had taken it down. Okay. Melanie had taken it down for one of her vlogs. And we started looking at it, and man, the thing is pretty dirty. So it's probably going to go into the laundry today. And it was just it's just an actual blanket for a bed that's in the colors of the Filipino flag. It's not a real flag. That's why I hang it. I don't hang it vertically the way Philly Brian does his. He has actual flags. Rory, I have 4 M4 rifles and a Glock. Man. Yeah, I can wear slippers. Ipanema, I can wear slippers, but I can't wear. I'm lucky enough that you know how slippers are. The wounds are not touching the slipper anywhere, so I can wear a slipper. The reason I'm talking about shoes is to take a motorcycle ride. You have to have shoes. You can only wear slippers locally here, and if you're out on the main roads and you get stopped, you'll get ticketed for not riding with slippers. Like we could go to, for example, it's okay. We can ride over to like Pure Gold and back home. You guys that follow the vlog know where that's at. That's pretty close. And you're fine there. But to go to like SM Fairview or something, we can't really risk that. We don't want to. Did you see the claim of white power hand sign at the Army versus Navy game? When did the OK hand signal become racist? I don't know. I didn't see that, Rory. Oh, you sent a. Did you send a? Oh. Yeah, that thing does look real. My God. Looks like something you'd have on the combat field. Larry McCammon, welcome to the chat. Looking forward to meeting Philippines for the first time, sometime in 2020. Is it worth it? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Larry. Great country, fun to visit. Much more fun to visit than to live full time. But yeah, you're really going to enjoy yours. I don't know where you're going, what island you're visiting. All of those things make a big difference. Yeah, SF. Ipanema, yeah. Now I have motorcycle riding sandals they're actually Keen, Keen shoes. Great for hiking, great for trekking through water, but I can't put those on my foot because they're a snug fit, and it just hurts like hell to put them on. The only thing I can actually wear at this point is that, your basic, that's all I can wear right now. So, Mark Doyle. Hello, sir. Excuse me. Mark Doyle, welcome back, sir. Oozle Finch, welcome back. Oozle Finch. Racer X, Chicago, welcome back. Yeah, Larry McCammon, my advice is, and yeah, Rory has a point there. You should visit a few times, okay? Not that that's going to do much for you, because it's still very shot. Living here and visiting are two very, 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 very different things. You don't get the true Philippines when you're a tourist. You have to live here. Darren, Annalie, my fiance's from Bacolod. Ah. Okay. I think I was checking out your guys' channel a few days back. How did I end up on your channel? I don't remember. Rory, the typhoon was almost nothing here. Yeah, it was almost nothing. I mean, I was hoping for something to vlog. Steve Desjarlais. I'm probably destroying that. Oh, you're from Bukidnon. So is my wife. What happened here? I missed something. My wife's in Bacolod. I got that. Oh, Matt Hammer, good morning. How are you? Okay, Darren. Yeah, I was living in Orange County, California. Before I moved here, I was in Orange County. So I love San Diego. Just always loved that place. Melanie and I when Melanie was in the U.S. with me, we rode our motorcycle down there a few times and just had the best time. stayed down in the Gaslamp area and just wandered around, you know. It's a great city. Cy Pro Vlogs, good morning. Robert V, good morning. Clint S, hello. Some people are... Jim Schultz recommends to try to get away from Manila. Yeah, Manila gets a pretty bad rap. But yeah, I would say go to Manila for a couple of days. It is worth seeing. There's a lot of neat stuff there that's worth seeing. But probably don't... You know, what's wrong with this thing? I'm still moving. Yeah, they had another big one down in Davao. So let's see. Jeez, you guys, I'm sorry I got behind again. Larry McCammon, just, you know, there's a lot of good vloggers here that have done a lot of videos, and, you know, there's 10 times the number of vloggers now that there was when I was considering moving here. So there's a lot to choose from. And Robert V. Yeah, that's not going to happen, Robert. There's just no money to do anything like that. You know, living in the States is very, very expensive. Coming back to the States is not an option for me, unfortunately. I'd like to, though, maybe in a couple of years. Steve Desjarlais, I'm in northern Manila province, North Caloocan City. Thank you for joining the chat, by the way. I'm glad you found the channel. Yeah. And, you know, this is pretty good advice, too. Angeles City is probably a fairly decent place to break yourself in to the Philippines because it's got the whole gamut of everything. Good food, plenty of English-speaking people. That's a big deal here. Clyde, how are you, buddy? You know, I get pushback from people all the time when I talk about the English. There's not a lot of English spoken here, but you know that is the reality of living here. I've got, you know, several neighbors that, you know, I can't even come close to having any type of a conversation with. Number one, you know, they're not really that good with their English. Number two, they're too shy to speak it. So that is a reality here, and it's something that you're going to have to deal with when you come. I probably sound like a broken record to some of you guys, but there's new people in here. It's important to be honest about that because there's a channel called Paul in the Philippines, Old Dog New Tricks, I think. And he said it best. He said the idea that you can navigate around here speaking English only is way oversold. And he's absolutely true. It's one of the most honest things any vlogger has ever said. It's really oversold. Now you don't know that until you become a resident of the country. If you're just traveling around doing touristy things, because I was one of those people. I was one of those people that would speak up in the Facebook groups about how good the English was in the Philippines, and I never had a problem when I was a tourist traveling there. And there was that expat who lived here who just shook his head at me like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Mike Foodie. Yeah, Coronado. I spent some time stationed there in Coronado. A couple of months training with the SEALs. Yeah, Mark Doyle, I noticed that you're staying quite a distance away from um, you know, where all the action is in Angeles City. You're going to be over in the yeah, yeah. That's great advice, Rory. Yeah, where you end up living makes the biggest difference, I think. Yeah, that's very true. Darren and Anna Lee, very true. Good comment. Thanks for making it. Um, Oozlefinch, it's not so much a problem. What I'm talking about is conversational English. Okay, the kind of conversation that we're having here, it's not likely to happen for you in a lot of places, especially here where I live. That is correct, Cypro. Filipinos don't speak English to one another. They only speak English to foreigners, which means they never use that English unless they're confronted with a foreigner and they have to speak it. At that point, they become very nervous, thinking that the foreigner is going to make fun of them. Those are the facts. That is the truth about English in the Philippines. My own family. Just because I'm living here in the house with my Filipino family doesn't mean they're going to speak English. So I walk around here all day long having no idea what's going on. Just the way it is. You know. Yeah, Diamond Subdivision. That's it, Mark. I know that area. Oh, I didn't realize you already had a girl here, Mark. That makes perfect sense. Rory, that's a great comment, and that is 100% true. I'm a part of a uh, big Filipino family here, and Um, even my family members, there's really only two of them that will, you know, uh, interact with me or even make the effort to interact with me. With everybody else, it's just a smile and a hi or the easy stuff. Scott Expat, good morning. Charles Brand, good morning. Yeah, it's I don't know if that's yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things about living here that just stump you. You try to think to yourself, how can we make this better, or how can we I don't know. It's just it's a stumper to me. There's a lot of things here that make you scratch your head. Charles Brand is down in South Calocan. Yeah. Thanks for coming by again, Charles. Good to see you. Scott Expat, did I say hello to you? I hope I did. Merry Christmas to your family, buddy. Uh, Mark Doyle, 6 years ago. Okay. Okay. I don't think that we've, I know you've been a part of my channel for a while. I don't think that we've talked about that before. Yeah. It's true, man. That Imperador solves a lot of problems. I wish we could use Imperador to solve some of the traffic issues we've got here. Anthony Keller, sorry, I'm a little behind. How you doing? Uh, uh, yeah. Well, Darren and Annalie, yeah. What happens is there's a whole lot of small things here that add up, and I don't know. It's Anthony Keller. It's brandy, Filipino brandy, Imperador. SciPro Vlogs, thanks for coming by. We always like to have a couple of Filipino people in here that can, as you can imagine, my room is filled with Western people most of the time. It's nice to have Filipinos that can visit and explain things to us that we don't understand, or something we haven't encountered yet living here. You know what I mean? Yeah, Anthony, Imperador is about, for a liter bottle, it's really cheap. For a liter bottle, it's 100 and, no, I'm wrong about that. Yeah, it's about 125 pesos, which is a dollar something. Head hardly ever works, but it's definitely not working today. Now there's a great comment. Yeah. Yeah, you most certainly do. Robert V, I have those feelings almost every day that I'm here. So, sorry, you guys. Timothy Coles, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind, you guys, as I always am on this thing. Um, yeah, that's it. Ouzel Finch, 250 US. A liter's 96. Yeah, I'm just talking the sorry here. So, well, that's quite a bit cheaper. I think here the regular size bottle is 86, and the liter is, I want to say, 127 or 125. I don't know. I haven't bought a bottle of MP for quite a while. But that's just at the sorry, so it's going to be a little bit more, you know. Lump Enos, good morning. Terrence Walters, good morning. Who was it that says Clint S. better have income? Income is a good thing, yeah. Rest in peace, Ed Lippitt. Ed Lippitt. Why does that name sound familiar to me? Ed Lippitt. Ed. Can anybody help with that? Let me try and catch up here real quick. Twin. What is that? Twin Dragon Tyler? Good morning. And Philippines, my life as an immigrant. Good morning. Anthony Keller, believe it or not, there are shooting ranges here, indoor and outdoor. There's one right down the street from Brian's house in Angeles. Scott Expat, thank you, sir. Sweet Perry. Sweet Perry, Sweet Perry. I go to the cousin's house. Yeah, that Rory, that happens here, man. Now, for me, a lot of it is the feelings of isolation. Dennis Adams, hello, how are you, sir? A lot of it is that feeling of isolation, and I'll tell you what, as an expat here, because it's so cheap and it's so readily available, it's easy to lose yourself in a bottle of what Imperador's actually bourbon, I think, isn't it? Red Horse beer, it doesn't matter. Everything's so cheap. Yeah, Ed Lippitt. The name is very, very familiar to me, and I'm sure he is one of my subscribers. Oh, well, see, I see that. Uh, yeah, Sweet Perry. Wait, just wait. I'm going to do another video out there. What's the date today? I don't know if you could see them that good in the video, but there are those flowers that Melanie has there. I don't know the name of those. We'll ask her when she comes in, okay? But they last a long time. Uh, yeah, it was always called Monkey on a Stick, SF. And it was always called Monkey on a Stick. That's right. The old Subic days, baby. Twin Dragon, okay. Uh, Ouzelfinch, no. Uh, like a BB gun, you mean? An air rifle? Is like a BB gun or a pellet gun? Sorry, it might be someone stirring shit. Lump Enos. Scott Expert, I see your comment there that he got married and that maybe that was a joke. I just know the name was so familiar to me, and I know he's been here. What happens when you have, you get to the point where your channel starts getting a little bit busy, which mine is now, a lot more than it used to be. I'm still at the level where I can reply to every comment, so I guess I'm not that busy. But Seagram's whiskey is the cheapest. Seagram's whiskey is cheaper than MP. Excuse me. Compuesto siblings. Good morning. But I heard you can't walk on the street or in public drinking from an open bottle. That's a good question. I remember in Thailand you could. You can walk around in Thailand with an open bottle. I don't know if you can walk around here. I don't really know. Good question. Ipanema, anybody know? What about oh my god, I'm so far behind. Roy Thomas, isolation is an issue. For me, it's more boredom. The urge to just go do something, but not the desire to deal with the hassle. Yeah. Now here's a great comment, you guys. This is something that Joseph talks about a lot on his channel. You want to go do something, but you don't want to deal with the hassle of doing it. And man, that's a great comment. Okay, Jim Schultz, they look like zinnias. Okay. Anthony, the orchids have not, they're still babies. I think it takes an orchid quite a while. Philo, did your wife change when you moved here? Because my wife tries to keep close tabs on me and tells me it's for my safety. And I've never felt like I was in danger. I'm going to say no to that. I don't think she changed. And I don't see Oozle Finch. I don't. No one has replied on the air rifle thing. I'm trying to think if I've even seen one for sale. I don't think I have. Pellet gun, you guys, like a Daisy, like we had in the USA, Daisy BB gun or pellet gun. Okay. Okay. I guess Rory did answer that question. Sorry, still trying to catch up. Darren and Adelie, are you talking about a bicycle or a motorbike? Okay. Scott, okay. Gary Lawless, haven't seen you in a while. Ha. Kevin, no, sorry, Ken Colvin. There's Joseph. Good morning, brother. How are you? Hey, that was a pretty cool video of Joshua this morning on Facebook. He's like, whoa, taking a couple of steps. That was pretty cool. Oh, that was funny. Where are we here now? God. You know, I like this StreamYard, but sometimes it pisses me off because it. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you were married, Rory. Motorbike. Okay. Darren only. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I saw Jinky, jumping up and down and clapping. It was pretty funny. We got a big kick out of it. Me and Melanie and the kids. So I reckon, Joseph, you got about 7 days, and he's going to be all over that house, dude. You guys are just about to turn the. You guys are just about to turn the corner there, where you cannot ever take your eye off of him, right? Because I remember those days. Yeah. Be nice, Rory. And hey, Ed Crandall, you weren't here very long, were you, buddy? I was surprised to see that post of you. Uh, where you were at the ear doctor or something. I think I need to do that same thing. Yeah, Ed Lippett's very much alive. Yeah, I think that guy wasn't being, disrespectful. I think he was just making a joke that, like you said, he had gotten married. So, You were here 2 weeks. Well, now, Rory, I use a credit card for Lazada. That's not what you're talking about, though. Like Lazada or Shopee will take a credit card, but you must be talking about something else. But no, you've got a point because I've been to several businesses, and Joseph will tell you too, motorcycle shops that can't take Visa, and now that's just ridiculous, you know. Actually, Joseph, maybe it's a good thing for us that they don't take Visa. Maybe I would get myself in trouble if they did. Although, yeah, I probably would. I did. Although I paid it all off, I did uh, accumulate a little bit of credit card debt here the first year I was here, and of course, that's something that you're going to do because you've got, several big ticket items you have to uh, lump a nose. Hope you can go in on Gogo Bobo's channel. And a lot of the same people also join Gogo streams. Gogo Bobo. Wendy's in Mandaluyong was cash only. You know what, Joseph? A lot of the places, even like McDo, KFC, just started taking ATM cards. Just started. Something that we've been doing since the 80s in the US. So, yeah, Rory, they don't, yeah. Everybody uses Facebook because it's free. So, and even like, believe it or not, I was on Sweet Perry. Yes, I have a American Visa attached to my American bank that works here. Matot Market takes Visa. Ken Colvin does not like the Clippers. You can also use Gcash, yeah, for online shopping. You liked my poppycock interview. Well, that was completely unplanned. I didn't even know I was going to be doing that. So, if I would have had an hour or so to think about what was going to happen there, I could have made it a little bit more enjoyable. I thought of all kinds of questions to ask him after we ended that because I was just assuming. I was just assuming that once we once we logged off, that JLB would start a new live stream. I kind of have a habit of going into JLB's live stream because it's on a Sunday afternoon when I'm already bored and sitting there doing nothing. So JLB has supported my channel all the way back when I had like 100 subs. So I try to support and help him in his live stream as much as I can every now and then. I don't go every Sunday though, but Lots of ATMs in Philippines don't work with Visa also, and MasterCard is better. MasterCard is better than Visa. Bohol is a great area. Bohol is a great area. Scott Expat, thanks for coming by. Sorry, buddy, I'm behind. You're probably gone already. Darren Annerly, yes, we've met a few of our subscribers. We used to be able to run off quite a bit more because we had a Yaya here in the house, but no more Yaya. It makes it really difficult for us to go and do something because we've got to be here for the kids. We've got to be here for the kids. Someone's asking, do you need to Clayton Wakabayashi? Wow. Do you need to show proof of your social security card to get married and live in the Philippines? Well, you don't need it to live here. I can tell you that. You don't need proof of a social security card to live here. You just need a passport. As far as getting married in the Philippines, I have no idea. Melanie and I did the whole K1 thing. I brought her to the U.S. and we got married in the U.S. So we did the K1 visa route to the U.S. I've been learning to buy land. Rory says I've been leaning to buy land. I misread that. Sorry. I see the whole island is real provincial. So shopping and air travel, I would still need to go to Cebu City. Yeah. Scott Expat. Okay, have a great Christmas. Makoto Hasibe. I too have never had a problem using a debit card in Manila. I've only used mine to take cash out of an ATM though, so I'm not. King Colvin. Okay, guess who has the best decorations? Yeah. Joseph, traditionally, the K1 visa is easier than the fiance visa. Traditionally. Now, I don't know if that's changed or not. That's when I did it. I brought Melanie to the U.S. with little to no hassle at all. Back in 20. When was that? Let's see. Melanie got to the U.S. February of 2017. Is that right? Yeah. And back then, the fiance visa, the fiance visa, which is the K1, was much easier to get than the, what's the other one called? I just said it. God, Phil. Yeah, your passport proves that you have, exactly. Yeah, K1 is the fiance visa. The K2 is for the kids. Two beers. Hello, sir. Yeah, I wonder why. There's a question I was in the back of my head I wanted to answer. Yeah, I just said it, Joseph, 10 minutes ago. Fiance visa. The other visa is called a, oh, it's pissing me off now. I can't remember it. You know, someone that's really good about that, Joseph, is that channel Pirate Cove Philippines. Walter. I don't think Walter has. Did Walter come in? I don't think he was in here yet. He has a lot of information on those. No, there's two different visas that are very common when you're married. One's a K1, and the other one is called a spousal visa. Sorry, it's called a spousal visa. It's what a lot of people go for, but at the time that I got Melanie into the U.S. on the K1, the spousal visa was taking up to 2 years to go through. So everybody was saying, go K1. Because K1 you can do back around the time that I was doing it. It took us 6 months, but there were people that were getting it in 4, as little as 4 months from the date they filed. So the spousal visa back then, people were just yeah, the K1 is easier and cheaper. Okay. Planning a trip to the Philippines. Hawk, you just have to get online there and search flights. Search for your flights on like Expedia or something, and that'll give you. I mean, you don't necessarily have to use Expedia, but put in your destination for Cebu and see what route it gives you. I used to fly through Korea all the time. Yeah. Yeah, the CR1 is this spousal visa. That's correct, Makoto. Two beers. Did he have 6,500? Wow. I was actually in there watching that live stream. When I was in there was about 2,000 people. But that's not what really made that live stream so unbelievable. I mean, he made over $1,000 in super chat in a 1 hour live stream. Can you imagine? I mean, Gary T, hello, sir, San Francisco. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind here. He made $1,000 in super chat, over 1,000. Anthony Keller, yes. The way the K1 visa works, Anthony, is she gets approval through the U.S. Embassy to come to the U.S. She's got 90 days to marry you. Once that 90 days, or once she gets married, then you submit a second set of paperwork that's going to give her. Now, this takes about 90 days. It's going to give her basically a temporary like Social Security card, which gives her permission to work in the U.S. So yes, Hulk. I went through Seoul, Korea many times coming to the Philippines. So That sounds about right. Gary T. Uh, they go this week, and then they're out. They're out, I think, for the next 2 weeks, right? Racer X, that's correct. Oh, Joshua's. Oh, Peter Morrison says he made over closer to 2,000. Oh, I just looked at it real quick and tried to add it up. I don't know how he did it. The chat, the chat was moving so fast you could barely even read it. Heath Way 4, good morning. How are you? No, I was not affected by any of the earthquakes. That was down in Mindanao. Yeah, Rory, I flew Eva. I flew Eva twice, and I liked it. I liked Eva Air. Plus, they go through Taipei, and Taipei's closer to Manila, so your second leg flight is much shorter. You don't have. It's almost 4 hours from Seoul, Korea, to to Manila. So if you go through Taipei, it's like an hour and 50 minutes or something. How much are the fees for the K1 visa? You'll have to look that up. I don't remember. I don't remember. There's a lot of things that have to be taken into consideration because your wife has to go to. Most Filipinos have to go to Manila to do the medical for the K1 visa. In fact, I think that St. Luke's is the only place in the country that does it. So if your Filipinas down in Davao City, you got to fly her into Manila, put her in a hotel for a couple of nights while she does the medical. So you've got that money to spend too, not just the, not just yeah. Yeah, Joseph, it was a guy named Tim K who he just started his channel like back in May or June. He's got like 60,000 subs. When I went into his live stream, he had 2,000 plus viewers, and I added up $1,000 in super chat. Well, it was somewhere over 1,000. I just went through it real quick because yeah, Racer X, they tell you to do that, and Melanie and I mean, we did everything they said, and the officer never asked to see any of it. So we had spent all of this time and effort. I would even, whenever I would come to visit the Philippines, I would get Melanie's name on the hotel receipt, and we'd have the hotel burn us a copy of the receipt with Melanie's name on it. And we had all of these photos, and the officer never asked Melanie for any of it. She was so bummed because of all the time and effort we put into it. Yeah, the channel name, Joseph, is Tim K. Timk. That's it. Mark Sinlao, how are you? Yeah. Anthony Keller, that's correct. what happened to that guy is he was traveling around. He was traveling around with a super vlogger named Harold Balder. And I guess Harold one day told him, hey, man, you should start a channel. Well, he's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So Harold, who's got, I don't know, 500,000 subscribers or something like that, Harold starts plugging the guy. He gets 3 videos up on his channel. He's got 10,000 subscribers, like in the first week. First 5 days, I think he got 10,000 subscribers. And now I think he's up close to 60,000. He's even past Philly Bryan. And he's just, he's just vlogging around Lake T there. He's close to Mawson City. And sorry. Funnily, I was discussing the procedure to live as a married couple over there, as my wife is still married to a native Pinoy fellow. So she's not your wife. Or, let me think about that. We got a lot together for the last visa interview. They looked at nothing and denied. Oh. Lefty all around. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. How are you? Thomas M. Hello. The knee is okay. It's sore, but it's okay. Lefty all around. Yes, he has an innocent personality, but everyone has stories. Yeah. Yeah, Joseph, the guy is, he's an ex-Army combat vet, I believe, and just exploded out of nowhere. I mean, I've been doing this 4 years. I don't even have 6,000 subscribers, and I've got 400 and I've got almost 500 videos. He's probably got, I don't know, 25 or 30 videos right now. And I mean, the guy, gotta tip my hat to him, he's got to be, I could just imagine doing a live stream and making that much money in a live stream and just knowing, you know what, everything's going to be okay here. Yeah, having a cute girl who's actually his wife now is always it doesn't hurt your views, that's for sure. The Image in Merrimack, that's where my wife is from. Now, Julian, welcome to the chat. That's correct, Makoto. Very hard to get a visitor's visa for Filipina. There's Walter. Good morning, Walter. How are you? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. You know, I started watching Harold Balder probably about 4 years ago, and what happened back then, he was living in Thailand and just riding a motorcycle all over the country. And I just found it fascinating, mainly because he spoke fluent Thai. And I just thought that was really interesting. I don't know anything about the guy and haven't watched him much lately. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Joseph. I wouldn't bag on the guy. You know, he's ex-military like me, and I gotta tip my hat to him. But yeah, plus he's in an area where the internet's really, really tough. Do you bump into many expats over there, or do you steer clear of limits? I guess it's easier to fit into the native culture if you don't live as if you were still stateside. Heath, Wave 4, I run into almost no expats here. No, I wasn't suggesting, Joseph, that you were. Maybe I didn't mean that at all. I just want to make sure that it doesn't look like I am because it's my live stream, you know. I think what's really, pushed his channel, his wife is pretty damn cute. I mean, little vloggers in me. I've got it. I would love to have 50,000 subs, man. That'd be awesome. But you got to be careful what you wish for too, because Brian is spends a lot of his time, uh, his because his channel's busy. So you got to be careful what you wish for. Jim Schultz. Joseph says that Jinky would be better for that. What did I miss here? Oh, I see the live stream shirtless. Jim Schultz. What did I miss here? The guy who has a super girlfriend is Ned from Philippine Dreams. Oh, yeah. That's true. Another true statement. Okay, Heathwave 4. Thank you, sir, for coming by. Lefty all around. What do you think of Cheap Charlie? Don't really watch Cheap Charlie. I think he's been around for a while. I think I used to watch him before, like even before Melanie. Back in my first days or first couple of years coming to the Philippines. Cheap Charlie's a Thailand guy, though, isn't he? I thought he probably comes to Philippines too. Most of those Thailand bloggers come here too. Brian Peasley, how are you, sir? 750 viewers. Wow. Cheap. Yeah, Joseph. Hey, 51 people. That's not bad, right? Yeah. Kendall Morgan, thanks for coming by. If I missed you, Aaron Taylor, good morning. Just give me a second. I'm catching up again. Yeah, Philly in the Philippines. Brian's pretty consistent. If anybody's dropped off on the vlogging, it's me. Um, although I've got some stuff on the camera here I need to edit. If there's anybody who's guilty of Aaron Taylor, good morning from Mindanao. How are you, sir? Brian Peasley, yeah, maybe between Christmas and New Year's or something. You know, maybe over at SM Fairview or something like that. I don't know. I can't really ride over there on the motorcycle now because of the shape that my foot's in. But I think in another week I might be able to get a shoe on this foot. What did I miss here? He had 700. Oh, he was only. But the problem was he was only 3 to 4 drinks away from alcohol poisoning. Oh my. Uh, yes, Melanie's from Bukidnon. Yes, Joseph. His channel country is set at USA. You know, I think mine is still set to USA too. I don't think I ever changed it. Yeah, Darren and Annalie, that's what we started it for, Melanie and I. Um, and then we never had any idea that, you know, anybody would watch us. And, you know, over time, you build the subs and all of a sudden you've got something, you know, you've got something going on there. There's not, you know, it's not like we're making a bunch of money. Um, we don't make much at all, a couple of $100 a month, maybe. It doesn't matter. We still get together when one of them days, whether I know, it doesn't matter. We'll still get together when one of them days, whether make the mile and a half and come down and see you. Mile and a half. Oh, that's right. You're closer to me than you are to SM Fairview, I think. But the thing is, there's not really much to do here around here where we live. We'll figure that out, Brian. You know, you've got my Facebook. James, how are you? James Lonergan, welcome. Terrence Walters, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Terrence. I really appreciate it, buddy. We don't get much super chat, so that's exciting for us. Thank you. Do some of your neighbors shoot their firearms in the air? Good question. I've never seen anybody shoot a firearm in the air. But you know what? Every now and then, in fact, almost every day, I hear something that sounds like gunfire that's coming from the back of our house, like the next village over. And every time I hear it, I go, man, that sounds a lot like a gun. And I always wonder. And obviously it's not. It's something else. It's somebody's doing construction over there. I can't believe that somebody, it just happens too much. You know what I mean? Mike Ross, how are you? have to have viewers from other countries. Mine are mostly from the Philippines. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, Joseph being a moto vlogger is going to get a lot of Filipinos. Yeah. Brian, okay. Well, Anthony Keller, no, I have not been to a doctor. I don't feel that what's going on with my knee is serious enough for a doctor, quite just yet. But I am monitoring it to make sure it's, you know. Do people play paintball here? Good question. Anybody know? Uh, where did Rory go? Rory was just in here and says he plays airsoft somewhere with a bunch of people. 2 beers. Yeah. It's against the law to fire a weapon like that. Well, you got to remember that this is the Philippines. So there's no real enforcement here. Airsoft is big here. You've never heard of people, okay, doing paintball. Ah, Aaron Taylor, thank you so much, friend. Yeah, baby, look at that. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. Oh, man. Thank you so much. That's the best super chat I've ever gotten. SF says that, or sorry, Joseph has friends that play paintball and airsoft. So there you go. Darren and Annalie, the story behind that is the ads for the Philippines don't pay as much as the ads for the U.S. The American ads pay more money than the Filipino ads. Okay. Thank you again to Aaron Taylor. Philly Bryan's here. Philly Bryan. There you go. Boy, I'm really seeing a lot of Brian Peasley. Thank you so much, and I will see you sometime. You're here for a month or something, aren't you? So we've got plenty of time to. I forget where you're going, Brian, but I know you're close. Sorry, I have to look in my Facebook chat because I know we've talked here. Okay, there you go. What Joseph said. Philly Bryan is in the house. Where's my other one that I got? I had 2 super chats. So there's Terrence Walters. Okay. Thanks again, you guys, for the super chats. That's awesome. I'm all excited. Brian, if you're still in here, remind me where you're going, where you're going to be. I think you're in Cameron. But she knows my wife. Philippines, my life as an immigrant, she knows my wife. See, I missed something there too. Hmm. Mark Doyle, thanks for coming by, buddy. And Tony and Anthony Jish, welcome. Yeah, I don't like that new the beta studio or whatever the hell it's called. I don't like it. I always go back to the classic studio, and they say they say the classic studio is going away January 1st. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Brian. Just talking about that. I'm trying to make myself use the yeah. I'm trying to make myself use the beta because I know that's all we're going to have. But I can't even figure out how to change the thumbnail on a beta, which is on the beta portion of it, which should be the easiest thing that you can do. I don't see any way to do it anywhere in there. They don't let you. So you have to wait until the video loads, go in to the editor, and then change the thumbnail after the video is already loaded to YouTube. So 2 beers, my wife dragged me off to a party from her hometown in Toronto. About 40 people and enough food for at least 200 people. Yeah, there's always, that's the Filipino way, baby. Yeah, Joseph, I hate the new one too. There was a couple of times that I loaded a video and I didn't have the option to it wasn't even there. I don't know if that was a glitch. Probably was. Well, on the beta, the classic was also, it had a little box to change thumbnail at the very bottom. You're right. But the classic, sorry, the beta, I wasn't able to find that. I probably just missed it, you know. I just hate that they're changing it though. I don't like it. I kind of like the new analytics part of it, but yeah, that beta's crap. You know, everyone's complaining about it, so yeah, didn't like it. Where are we at here? Let's see. Participants. Okay. Oh, Darren and Annalie, you're just, yeah, they're going to remove the old My January, exactly. You're no longer allowed to show advertisements to kids. So you basically have to declare whether your channel is made for kids or not. And what's probably going to happen as a result of that, a lot of those creators that are making videos for kids are, from what I understand, they're going to be demonetized. So that means the channel's probably going to go away. So why would you? I mean, there's some huge kid channels, huge, with millions of subscribers that make a lot of money. So those are the people that you basically just have to declare whether your channel is made for kids or not, and it will determine. Do you see the video editor in YouTube? I'd never used that. Ah, yeah. No, I just use iMovie on my laptop for my editing. Uh, if you oh, okay, you're still going to be monetized, but the advertising. Ah, okay. Well, see, there's a lot of confusion going around about this then because you'll see other vloggers talking about it. I'm not sure anybody exactly knows what's going to happen. It's very confusing. And if you read the videos that YouTube puts up that are done by these lawyers or the director of marketing for YouTube or Google, they're about as clear as mud there too. So, Walter, I just used the app on my phone for the thumbnail. Couldn't figure out also. Well, it's easy on the Creator Classic, the classic version of it. It's always been easy there. A lot of those kids' channels make a lot of money for advertisers. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they would take them down either, Philly Brian. But I think that my understanding of it also is wrong. I was under the impression that they would be demonetized because that's what some of the rumors are, and that's even what somebody did a video about that I was watching. I've tried to watch a few of the videos, especially the videos that are made by YouTube about what's going to happen. And I don't know. I don't have an education high enough to understand what they're saying. So yeah, there was some. It's a four-letter. I don't remember the name of it now, but it was something that was passed in the U.S. where they have to. Anthony Keller, yeah, I've seen. Funny comment. I've had a couple of those 38-minute ads come up on on my channel too. It was real popular about a year ago. Though, yeah, COPA, Anthony, thank you. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Oh, sorry. Walter. Yeah, look what you deal with, Walter. You've got that whole peso net. Yeah, I believe that's the kid. Um, I think he's the biggest Philippines vlogger. His sister, he's number one. His sister is number three. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. Because Melanie had told me that the one that we found was a dancer, the brother sister dance team. The brothers channel was number one in the Philippines. Number two is Rafi Tolfo, and number three was this kid's sister. And these are little Filipino kids. And the number one and three channel in the Philippines. Of course, like Joseph said, of course, when you've got 23 million subs, the views that you're getting are. Imagine if they're getting if they're getting any revenue from. Yeah, exactly. Darren and Annalie, yeah. Took me 4 years to get 1,000. So, of course, I had some downtime too. When Melanie and I were in the U.S., I did a few U.S. vlogs, but you don't, when you're a Philippines channel. So we did have about, how long was it there that we were, my channel didn't take off till I moved here and started doing 2-3 vids a week here in the Philippines. So that kid Ryan has his own toy collection sold in U.S. stores like Walmart. Oh. If I use Google or Safari, the ads are just like watching TV nonstop. Oh. Hello, Mama. Hey, look at this haircut that Maddie got. She's like the Lion King. Oh. Oh.
I'm not Chihuahua anymore.
She's not a Shih Tzu anymore. She's like a Chihuahua.
It's a Chihuahua na ding ding.
Anthony Keller, YouTube pays for YouTube Red watches. Okay. Polska, hello, Polska. Ouzelfinch is going to start a channel called The Old Fat Crabby Retired Guy in the Philippines. There's already a bunch of those channels already.
What kind of flowers is that? I don't know. It's just a gift from my friend.
I
don't even search that name of that flower in the back.
Oh, Jim Schultz knows the name of that flower.
I don't know what it's called. It's a flower now.
Makoto, let's see, I'm behind. Sorry, you guys. Okay, YouTube premium content for $12 a month. That sounds like Netflix to me.
No more advertise. No?
Yeah. Mike Ross says that the brother and sister is Rance Kyle and Niana Guerrero.
Yeah, that's the dancers.
The dancers. Okay, there you go. See there? We get things done here on the live stream. Don't say we never accomplish anything. Shit, look how far behind I am. What breed of dogs do you have?
Shih Tzu.
Melanie.
Shih Tzu po.
Maddie is a Shih Tzu.
Melanie is a Chihuahua.
Melanie is Panay. Jim Schultz, I thought you just said the flowers were... I thought you just said it.
Hi, Thomas and...
Did you get them in the U.S.? No, we didn't get them. But Maddie is...
We get Maddie from Batangas.
She came from Batangas, yeah.
Yeah.
Her papers say American Shih Tzu, so I don't know if she has,
additional breeds. Shih Tzu in Ascal.
Poor Maddie. Yeah, she's gonna be cold now.
Hi, James.
James Lonergan. No need for YouTube Plus. I use an ad blocker. Ah, Hank Hilliam. Okay. Did you get all your gifts wrapped up?
Not done.
Not done.
I'm not done.
Yeah. Anthony Keller. Yeah, she was... we were kind of shocked when we saw her. So, but she got cut like that before.
We just leave Maddie on the pet shop for
There you
about
go.
2 hours.
Zinnias.
Mm,
Zinnias.
yeah, I think that's the name. Say nga. Say niya.
Jericho Velez. Hey, buddy. Jericho. How are you, bud? That's my neighbor. Jericho's in the chat. Shout out, Jericho. Somebody said they like our walk around videos. That was Thomas.
Yeah, it's Senia's flower nga.
That's Melanie's flower garden. If it was mine, I'd probably kill them all. Although, you know, the one thing that you can say,
I'm
shit
going
grows here. Look at that super chat we got.
to clean that after Christmas
$50, man.
because they're trying to hide those CC plants that I had there. Diba?
Yeah. There's a bunch of plants you can't see.
Yeah, because they're
You should let it all grow in though. I am not from Philadelphia. No.
only peeling.
Only Philly Brian is from Philadelphia. He is in the
I
room.
can see.
Yeah, Joseph, you are that's funny. Joseph, you are up early today. Joseph, yes, it's every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Thank you, sir. Pass the word. Makoto Hasibe has an ad blocker.
What's the name of the Joshua? The son of Joseph.
Joshua, yeah.
Joshua is trying to be lagalag.
He's trying to walk, man.
Trying to walk around. Hello, Walter. How much is the membership at SNR? Like 750 po.
750 for 2 people.
No, for one only.
Ah. I thought,
400 for the additional.
750 for 1 person, 400 for the additional. And that's in pesos.
That Philo's brown.
Madam has green thumbs and Philo's are brown.
Let me see nga.
You can, you know.
Yeah, I said good morning, Walter.
Oh.
Hello, Walter. I will start sharing your videos. How much?
Things grow so good here. You can just like stand on the back patio and just toss seeds out into the yard, you know, and come back in a month and you've got something that's 4 foot tall.
It's the problem is the especially when we're going to try to grow veggies. Diba? Like petri. The insects is going to eat that.
James Lonergan, I saw it. Yeah. Thanks, bud. Polska, what do you miss the most about California? Mexican food.
The rides.
The rides?
I miss the rides with lifestyle.
Melanie misses the big bike that we used to have and riding with leather vests.
I'm not wearing my vest anymore.
Yeah.
Just hanging there.
Yeah, and mine's a mess. Mine's got mold all over it. I don't know what we're going to do with these things. We still have our leather vests from the U.S., from our riding group, but Melanie's doesn't seem to be doing it, but mine's got mold all over it. It just looks horrible. I don't know what I just feel like throwing it out now.
And he's keeping my riding boots.
Yeah, riding boots.
5'5". I'm 5 feet, Clyde. Maybe my auntie is 4.
Yeah.
Auntie Nancy.
She was like 4'8", maybe. I thought she was talking about Disneyland rides.
No, not the Disneyland rides. Just the motor rides with some of the riders with Harley. Wow, that's so cool.
Whoa, that's so cool. And the bikes are so much bigger and more comfortable, huh?
Yeah.
You had a nice big seat to sit on with a backrest.
Mm-mm.
Amr Khatari.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Looking good daw. Oh, you're so guapo.
I got into gardening a few years ago. It's actually very therapeutic and rewarding. Yes. Anilai is 4'11".
Annalie. Is it Annalie?
I don't know if it's Annalie or it's probably Annalie, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm been saying. I think I've been saying Anilai.
Maybe that's the
Darren and
that's the
Annalie.
wife, Annalie.
Yeah, it's Annalie, I think. Yeah. Wow, we got almost 2 hours in here.
For Pete and 10 is considered a midget.
Dennis Adam, 4'10" is considered a midget. Where's the Philippine flag blanket? It's dirty, so I didn't put it up. It needs to be washed. Melanie had taken it down a couple of days ago. She was vlogging here, and she didn't want it to look like my live stream, so she took it down.
I always took it down if I'm going to have my own video because I'm not Philo.
Yeah.
Diba? You want Philippine flag? Wait lang.
Huh?
You just want Philippine flag, diba? Here. Here is my Philippines. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's so dirty lang.
Yeah. They're dusty and dirty. Oh, yours has got a little bit of mold on it too.
No, it's not. This is my best. My lifestyle. Oh, diba?
James, a new restaurant called the Southern Grind Bistro. Oh, it's probably going to be sweet Mexican food.
Where are the chops? It's chops.
Let's go Clippers.
Biker chicks. This one, official. Biker beats. And a bootylicious. Oh, ha?
Did you show them the front?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna wear it long.
Oh, you're going to wear it. It's
Oh, huh?
going to be hot.
Oh, ha? USA and Philippines.
V-twin pin. She was decked out back in the day. Biker chick. Where are the chaps? Terrence Walters, the best mall in Manila. Most people would probably say Mall of Asia. The biggest mall is
There's
SM
another
Mega.
one also next on that Mall of Asia, diba?
There's
The
even
new one,
that's called the
the Seaside Mall.
what was that mall? Remember?
It's by Ayala.
No.
Wait lang.
Dennis Adam, never tell my girlfriend that she has a big stick. Matching Clippers gears replace the Philippine flag. Terry McDonald, Drew Brees just tied the all-time record for passing touchdowns. Wow.
It's Ayala Mall, Manila Bay. That's the mall.
I think most people would probably say, Mall of Asia.
Mall of Asia.
Just because of where it's at.
Yeah. And also, here's a new one, the mall by Ayala.
Yeah.
I always like that naman.
The Venetian Mall is pretty cool too, Anthony Keller. I've vlogged it, baby. You can look back and see. I brought my lab from the U.S. and we had 2 Basayan dogs and cats. Wow. Do you two do any tandem for higher jobs? Higher jobs. I don't understand that comment. Cool Vest, do you two do any tandem for higher jobs? Maybe that's a type error. I don't know, Mike. I don't understand that question. Am I reading it wrong? I would like to bring my Harley over, but costs too much and you have to tear it down in small parts. Yeah, don't do it. You never know what's going to go wrong. You can always buy one here. There's a Harley Davidson on EDSA. Davidson
you can buy here. So just save your money for buying a new one here. Diba?
Southern Grind Bistro. Yeah, the problem with a lot of the places here is they make the food sweet. We vlogged that Mexican restaurant, about a month ago, and I mean, it was just okay. Everything tasted sweet, like it had sugar on it. Hit team. I got you, Anthony. I just wasn't reading it right. There was some punctuation in there. Yeah, okay. SMC side is massive compared to the largest we have in Australia. Yeah.
It is.
The Grand Canal Mall is what that's called, the Grand Canal Mall. And it looks like Italy.
Yeah, it has river in the middle.
I get you now, Mike. Sorry. It just wasn't, things hardly work up here anyway. I just had one of those moments. But yeah, you're right. A lot of times you got to watch out for those tandem riders because the guy who's on back is the one who's going to try and snatch your camera or get your wallet or.
I said it was a joke in a 4-day stand. What's that? Tandem for hire. It's usually 2 riders in a motorcycle who are hired.
Yeah, we know about that. It's a big problem in Vietnam too. The taxi driver was all over me. When we were in Vietnam, you guys know, we went to Saigon, my annual visa run. And we're excited. And I've got the window down on the taxi and I'm got my GoPro and I'm trying to get a vlog, the taxi driver's so mad at me. He's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
And we don't understand because he speaks Vietnamese.
He doesn't speak any English.
And
I'm thinking to myself, what's wrong with this guy? I'm just trying to get a vlog, man. We're trying to vlog it, baby.
And then I said, maybe he's worried about your GoPro is getting wet because it's raining.
Yeah, you don't care. It's waterproof. I couldn't figure out why the guy got so pissed. Why he was so pissed about me filming. And he was worried about somebody stealing my camera. The girls told us the next day. Personality, I've been a Clippers fan since 2000, maybe. Used to have season tickets. Because they would play in Anaheim. 8 games a year they played in Anaheim, home games. Anaheim was very close to where I lived in California, so been a Clippers fan for a long, long time. 1998 or maybe 2000, somewhere in there was when I got season tickets about 4 years in a row, I think.
I got a chance to watch them.
And even Melanie went to a
Staples Center.
Yeah, Staples Center, went to a home game. Unfortunately, they lost. But she got to see Lob City in LA, which was pretty exciting. And we were down close on the floor, too. We had probably $150 seats. I have read that motorcycle and auto parts are items prohibited in the Balak buy-in boxes. Yeah, I don't know. That makes sense, I guess. They would probably be worried about gasoline and oil, things of that nature.
Home of the Lakers.
Anthony Keller, the Clippers actually have had a pretty damn good team for the last 5, maybe 6 years. The problem is they've always...
Clippers and I have Clippers, so.
Yeah. The problem is they've always been plagued with injury. They're the number 2 team in the West right now. And very good team this year. Unfortunately, in years past, they've been plagued with injuries in the playoffs. And something always goes wrong in the playoffs for them.
Clyde said, the first trip to Manila.
Tristan 11, yeah. 2 teams in Los Angeles, the Lakers and the Clippers. My first trip to Manila, I was looking to buy another camera. Security guy at my hotel said he had a friend who could get one in a few days if I had a picture of the camera. Yeah.
But you don't even know if it's that brand new or not, diba?
Yeah.
It's better to find your own. You don't trust anybody, especially on the gadgets.
Yeah, no gadgets. Philippines, my life as an immigrant. Your wife is sweet. I like her. Well, thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
They're worried about people shipping motorcycles. Oh.
Yeah.
And then they're going to make it, here. They're going to build it as a motor.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Adrian Smith from Santa Ana, California, Garden Grove.
Downtown Disney is pretty cool. Yeah. We've been there also. Diba?
Where was a good store to buy a TV? Probably SM Department Store, Thomas. SM Department Store?
SM Appliances Center.
Yeah, that's actually the correct name of it, SM Appliances.
Yeah.
The department store doesn't
SM Appliances Center.
Yeah, I forgot.
Just go there.
She's also guapa. Oh. As I am watching the New Orleans Saints play football in their stadium tonight, Drew Brees just broke the all-time record. Yeah, somebody just said that. It's a big night in football in the USA. Yeah, any SM mall has a place, or even Save More. Save More also sells appliances.
But
yeah.
Not all of the...
Yeah.
Not all of them, like, you can just see like smart TV, not just in the SM Appliance Center that you can get Samsung, whatever brand that you wanted, they had it all.
Yeah. Philly Brian uses Savers. Yeah. I don't know if we have a Savers around here.
They had it all for you. SM.
Oh, is that the SM?
SM song. We're at SM. We got it all for you.
Hey. You could make a commercial.
Went to see American. Jokoy here.
Ah.
Oh, I want to watch that Jokoy.
Yeah, Joe Coy. He's He is a funny guy.
The Bix Vapor Rub.
Darren did the Garden Grove 2 years ago. Okay, I know right what you're talking about, bud.
Brian said the SM jingle.
The SM jingle, yeah. Yes, Clippers and Lakers on Christmas Day. And the Clippers have already beaten the Lakers on the season opener, so I hope they can beat them again on Christmas Day. I like it when the Clippers beat the Lakers. I think it's funny.
We both got lucky.
Anthony, thanks for coming by, buddy. Anthony Keller.
Yeah, baby, go.
Go Lakers.
I think we're talking about Clippers.
Christmas Day. No, the Lakers and the Clippers play each other on Christmas Day
Oh.
at Staples Center. Everyone's looking forward to that game. The number 1 and number 2 team in the league.
We went there.
In
We're
West.
just riding the motor. Diba?
Yeah, we rode the motorcycle up there in Los Angeles that day. Did we ride the motor up there that day
Yeah.
for the game? Oh. Yeah, baby. That was cool.
I think we just go there like 3 times with the motors.
Yeah. 2 beers is still a Raptors fan. Well, we got your best player now. The Clippers did.
Raptors.
Maybe not your best player, but I think he was considered the best player on Toronto. Kawhi Leonard.
What's your topic lang? Nothing.
A few things to consider before moving to the Philippines. It doesn't show it all. It's up here, but it doesn't show it all for some reason.
A few things to consider.
Before moving to the Philippines. Oh. Terrence Walters, no. That's something I've never done. Drove past it a few times and saw all the people waiting outside to get in.
Price is Right.
It's a real popular game show in LA. That's you can go there and watch the game show being filmed. You know, it's pretty funny. It's one of the things a lot of the tourists do. Tourists do when they go into LA. You can get on a game show, maybe win a new car or something. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Plus, it's like a cult following. Price is Right has been on TV for God, how many years?
I think we just go to what is that? The girls, the sexy girls. The restaurant with the sexy girls.
Hooters.
The Hooters.
Hooters restaurant, yeah. Yeah. Philo in the Philippines, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Philly Brian knows.
Did you ever see the doctor for the pain?
No. I'm taking, trying to self-medicate it. I'm taking, which I forgot to take, turmeric capsules to try and,
Twice a day. The Price is Right at the mall.
Yeah, Drew Carey. It used to be, 60s or 70s. It's definitely from the 70s for sure. I grew up as a kid watching that show.
Did you miss In-N-Out Burger?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Miss In-N-Out Burger.
We
Ask
missed
this
it.
one.
The double.
Yeah. This one definitely misses the In-N-Out. I would pick her up from Walmart because she was working as a cashier. And then I would say, well, I don't feel like cooking. So the In-N-Out was right next to Walmart. We're going to the drive-thru
Mm.
to get In-N-Out burgers. Yeah, baby. 2 beers. I have one of those, yeah.
I saw your video while you were shopping at SM.
Personality, that should be fine, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Just bring that.
Adrian Smith saw Carson. Wow, now that must have been cool. Very cool.
It's so
Ah, Max C, you're killing me. Just had In-N-Out for lunch today. Just killing me. Everyone takes their wife to The Price is Right, and Philo takes his wife to Hooters. We really had a craving for hot wings. We always end up at Hooters, though. We were even in Hooters in Thailand.
Yeah. It's worth the wait sitting in line for the In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Animal style at In-N-Out. What's that? Animal style.
Animal style is the French fries with cheese on them. Yeah, baby. 1956. Wow.
Just got an In-N-Out burger.
Bob Barker, there you go.
Salem. People are waiting 3 hours to buy one. Oh, it's a long wait. Double.
God, my mouth is watering. Just all you gotta do is say double. There's like, my mouth is like, oh.
I want some. Oh, I want some.
Stephen Carson, hello. Well, you know, they've had In-N-Out here a couple of different times. It's like over in the Green Hills area. They do a pop-up for In-N-Out Burger. So maybe there's actually hope that they'll do one here. Isn't In-N-Out owned by the Mormons? I think I'm right about that. So with how many Mormons there are here in the Philippines, there should certainly be an In-N-Out Burger, especially in the Metro Manila. I don't know. Maybe it would be too.
1956.
Yeah, Burger King, and even Wendy's here is pretty good.
Mm-mm. Wendy's. Best time for Wendy's.
The problem with In-N-Out Burger, and I just saw this in a video, YouTube video, a couple of weeks back, is they don't freeze anything. All of their food is fresh. So they'd have a very hard time, I think, here in the Philippines. That's why most of the In-N-Out burgers are all in the western side of the U.S. So they've got trucks that can deliver. And, oh, is it Christians? Is it Christians that own In-N-Out? I thought it was the Mormons for some reason.
Yeah, Baconator is good at Wendy's.
Baconator, yeah. Just had one about a week ago.
Double, triple Baconator. Oh my god. Just had me a triple.
I like Burger King as well. Burger King has, the Burger King here tastes just like the one in the U.S., I think.
How about the Sarks?
And so does the Wendy's.
Sarks burger.
Zark's is okay. They have a tendency to overcook the meat, though, is the problem. Adrian Smith says that In-N-Out is a Christian Catholic. I thought Christian and Catholic were two different things. No? Whataburger. There's nothing like Whataburger.
Uncle Burger.
I have tried a Five Guys, yes. Terrence Walters, MacDo. The funny thing about MacDo here, whenever I would eat McDonald's in the U.S., it would upset my stomach, but it doesn't upset my stomach here. So I don't know if there's something that's different. I don't know. McDonald's would tear my stomach up in the U.S., but it doesn't do the same here. And plus, McDonald's here delivers to your home. And it works every time you try it. You order online, the guy shows up here in about 20 minutes. It's amazing. White Castle.
Is that the ano?
White Castle's an old hamburger chain. They started in the Midwest, U.S.
We have White Castle here, but it's alcohol.
There's a White Castle in the Philippines, but it's alcohol.
Same on Tanduay. Alcohol drink. Diba? Ay, I'm sleepy.
Oh, Makoto's going to bring frozen steaks.
Ding, ding.
Okay, guys. We are at 2 hours and 12 minutes. We're going to call the chat. Thank you to everybody for coming in. Thank you for the super chat. That was awesome. We had a great super chat. I don't know if we'll do this next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is Christmas Eve. And we will be preparing for our big Christmas party we are hosting for Melanie's entire family. Oof. It's going to be a big one. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We always have a great time talking to our friends. You guys are great. And even better than that, you're here every Tuesday. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bye now. And Merry Christmas if we don't see you. Okay? Maybe I'll come on for 30 minutes or something next Tuesday. Just to say hi and Merry Christmas to everybody. And then, because I'm so far ahead of you guys, it'll be 23rd where you're at. All right? Bye now. Thank you again. Thanks to my wrenches if you're still here.